What's up, you guys? It's me, Whitney, again, and we're back playing Minecraft. Obviously, Minecraft. This is gonna be my creative world that I'ma basically play. It's just a creative world that I want to play in. No survival. We do peaceful. I mean, what is this? Oh my god, that one's so cute. The super cute texture pack. I might end up getting that. Who knows? But the only texture pack I have is this one right now. So I'm gonna do that one. And this video, I named it Craft and Chit-Chat. So obviously it's just gonna be a lot of chit-chat. So I'm gonna call this world the chit-chat world. And we're just gonna, how do you create a flat world? I don't remember how to do a flat world. Super flat world. That's what I want. Customize flat. Oh, so I can make it as flat as I want it to be. I don't know if I want to do it super flat, actually. Should we do it flat? Regenerated in the overworld, and another this should disable trophies and leaderboards. Obviously it's gonna do that. When enable structures such as villages and strongholds will be generated in the world. When enabled, the chest containing some useful items will be created near a player at spawn point. I don't know if I want to do a super flat world or if I want to do whatever, fine, sure. We'll just not make it a flat world. How about that? Anyways, it's creative, so. Start game. If you create, load, or save a world in creative mode, that world will have trophies and leaderboard updates disabled, even if it is then loaded in survival mode. Are you sure you want to continue? Yeah, that's fine. Connect controllers to your PlayStation 4. Music by C4118. Chickens lay eggs every 5 to 10 minutes. Did not know that. Cook cactus in the furnace to get green dye. Minecon 2016 was in Anaheim, California, USA. Zombies and skeletons can survive daylight if they are in water or under a tree. Creepers are the easiest obtainable source of gunpowder. Minecon 2012 was in Paris, France. Use a hoe to prepare areas of ground for planting. Sleeping in bed at night will fast forward the game to dawn, but all players in multiplayer game need to be asleep. Minecon 2011 was in Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. Okay. Use the right tool for the job. Placing 2 chests side by side will create 1 large chest. Okay, I know that. So, whoa. Whoa, we spawned in the jungle. Wow, we spawned in a jungle. What? What is that? What is that? Oh, sorry, I forgot how to play. Whoa, what is that? Oh, we already have one viewer. Wait, what was that? I lost it. Oh, there it is. What is that? Is it a village? Hello, dog. What is that? What is that? Oh, that's a glycerin melon. Okay. This is cool, actually. I'm gonna build around here, cause like, come on. Ooh, it's too spoopy for me. What is this? This is weird. Is it because I spawned in a... well, obviously I spawned in a creative map. But I don't know what this is. This is... oh, whoa. Does this generate naturally? Because I know this right here is a freaking, it's called, whatever. A village, there you go. So, we spawned. And I'm gonna build a house right here on this tree. So, how you guys doing? How's school? How was your Halloween? I know I've been gone for like 2 weeks, and I always go on these like little hiatuses, but this last time I needed a break. As a lot of you guys know, I have bearded dragons and pets and stuff like that. And I had one that had passed away due to cancer. And if you guys watch my videos, you guys would know. But yeah, he passed away from cancer, and I needed some time off. And by time off, more like time just to grieve. Because he was indeed my best friend. Is it because I'm... why is it doing that? I shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, he was my best friend, and I just needed time to grieve. So, grieve. Yeah, I just need time for myself. So, I took my time to myself, and it still upsets me, you know, that he's gone. And obviously I love him, and he was, like I said, my best friend. But he taught me to open up, because I took him everywhere. So he taught me to basically just be very open to people, and I always got people asking me like, is that an iguana? No, he was not an iguana, he was a bearded dragon. And he didn't die per se. I put him down because he had cancer, and I thought it was better for him to stop suffering and to, well, basically it was my choice to put him down because I didn't want him to suffer anymore. And I don't know, in my opinion, I thought that it was the best course of action was to do it. I mean, obviously, I'm not very happy at the fact that I lost my best friend, but he will always be my best friend and I will always love him. So, no matter what, I will always love my best friend. In that note though, we're actually gonna do a well, we're not gonna do a video, we're actually gonna build a house. But I honestly don't know what to build right now. Well, not yet. I know I want to do a tree house, so I did over here because there's 2 cluster trees here. So that was cute. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, actually. I want to do something kind of out there. So yeah, so how are you guys? How's school? I actually miss going to school. I miss meeting the new people and talking to people, and I went to college, but currently I'm out of college because I don't know what I want to do with my life. So instead of going to college and wasting time in college, I decided to waste time working, which don't do. Go to school, because at least you have a freaking diploma to rely on. Oh, hold up. Huh. I know there's a thing to stop it from going night and day. I just don't remember where to do that. Oh, actually, I don't know how to do that, but whatever. I eventually want to go back to school. Obviously, school is cool. But I eventually want to go back and study for, vet technician. That's my plan, is to become either a vet technician or something that has to do with animals. I don't know. I thought maybe it will be something nice to do. I honestly don't know what I'm doing right now, but you know what Minecraft series I miss? I has Cupquake's Oasis series. That's a series I miss seeing. Does Dan TDM still Minecraft, bro? Like, I don't know if he does anymore anyways. I feel like a lot of people that used to Minecraft don't Minecraft anymore, and I don't see why not. Minecraft is a pretty chill game, and there's a lot of things you can do with it. I think Minecraft became uncool when schools started doing it for like projects and stuff. I don't know. I always thought Minecraft was a cool thing. I'm actually texting John right now. If you don't know who John is, my boyfriend who I play Minecraft with and all these other games with. I never sleep. Sleep is for the weak. Just kidding. I do sleep, but I sleep really late, and I go to work kind of late, so it's kind of a win-win situation. For me, at least. I'm doing it all jungle wood because I thought it was like realistic. because, oh, let me do this just in case. There you go. So it's marked on the mind map. Because I was like, oh, it's gonna be realistic, you know, jungle wood, you're in the jungle, but then I see those trees over there too, so maybe... Ooh, this is cool. Actually, scrap this idea. And we're gonna just do things. This is cool. This is gonna be my floor. Maybe just for that room, that's my floor. I know I want to make it like pink and adorable. So we're gonna get like all the pink stuff. Okay. Realistically, who's gonna have brick in a house, tree house, but like, this is Minecraft, bro. If you're thinking too much into it, don't. Oh, I was gonna make it so no one can see that, but obviously you can see it. So... Is that correct? Yeah. And then... It's funny how this video is called Craft and Chit Chat, but like there's no like chit chatting going on right now. I'm trying to be kind of quiet because I do have people that live with me and they have to wake up early, so in respect for them working late, messages, character sensitivity. Huh? What? Oh. Hey Ricky, how do you set it so that it doesn't go night and day? I have to back out? Huh? No, it's fine. I'll do it tomorrow. Yes. No. Ricky, you should go to sleep. Yeah. Okay.
What the fuck do you want now, Ricola? No, go to sleep. Hey, okay, whatever. Just shut the fuck up and let me go to sleep.
Family. So, I was trying to be quiet so I wouldn't wake up anyone, but apparently everyone wakes up anyways. Ooh, it's so dark in here. Where, oh, where are my torches? There's a redstone torch, but there is... Do I have to make them? Oh, they're right there. Just need to add some light to this wall. Ooh, that's too pink. I think I like the pink one though, the hot pink one. I don't know. Don't know how I feel about that. The blue. Don't know how I feel about that either. But I don't want it all one color. Unless I change, oops, not that, I want that, and I change these into the hot pink, nah, the light pink. So I don't really do much of these chit-chat videos. This is my first one. Obviously I'm not doing so well because I'm not really chit-chatting. But yeah. I just had a lot of things go on lately, and I've been working a lot at work lately. Which unfortunately means I can't play as often because I'm constantly on the grind of working. Wow, this is one ugly house. I like the brick, but I want to add a contrast, and I don't know what contrast. Because I like this flooring, and I like this wall with the flooring. I don't know, and I don't know if terracotta is actually a good medium. Like, this is cool. Like, I like this. Maybe I can do light pink, like that, to kind of give it a separation of some sorts, I guess. Whatever. Have you guys seen Bohemian Rhapsody, whatever? It is so good, like so good. I would not recommend it to it if it wasn't good. It is so delicious. Like, everyone cried at the movie theater. I mean, obviously we all know that he was gay and died of AIDS, but if you don't know that, then are you really a big Queens fan? Because I thought everyone knew he died like that. I mean, that's what I was trying to do, but I didn't do that for half of this thing, so we're not gonna do that. It was a good movie. I liked it. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but let's just leave it like that for now. I don't think I did anything to it. Oh, I did. I added... what? Something that right here. Uh-huh. Didn't want that there. And I'm gonna take this off. Take this off. Take that off. And I'm just gonna make this all glass. And we're dark in the darkness. We're dark in the spoopiness. We're back in the spoopiness. Ooh, that is pretty. Concrete powder. I'm gonna check these out too. These have hearts. It's orange. Oh my god, it is so cute. Oh, this is gonna change shape. Like, if I go here, I have to change it. Yeah, so I would have to change it every single time I go like that. It's cool, but I don't know, is it for me? Is it speak me? Actually, this is actually cool if I just centered it instead. So center is this. Oops, like that. So if I center that, looks cool. I put some terracotta around it. Kind of spice the floor. Make it nice and spicy. What's this? Oh, this makes a cool noise. Oh, I like this. Oh, this is the orange wool. It's so cute. Is it gonna make that noise every time I step on it? Yeah, it makes different noises. That's kind of cool. another update, I guess, in life. We got a new bearded dragon, and no, it's not to replace the one that has passed away. It's actually, supposed to... How do I explain this? It's not supposed to replace him. It's supposed to... Well, it wasn't even for me, it's for John. And it's because we wanted this guy for a while. And it was kind of like a thing where we kind of just agreed on, and it wasn't to replace anyone or, you know, it's just we wanted to just add this beauty to our family, and we've been wanting to for quite some time before the passing of Akuma. And if you don't know, yes, my bearded dragon's name is, or was, Akuma, the one that passed away. And like I was trying to say before, no, it's not to replace him in any way, shape, or form. It was just one of those things we agreed on to get, and this new birdie is called Shenron, and he was named after, obviously, if you watch Dragon Ball Z, you know who Shenron is. John is a big DBZ fan, or Dragon Ball fan in general, and I guess we kind of just, I don't know, we got this little guy and we kind of just fell in love, and we're like, okay, we can take him. And it was a while already after his passing, and I thought it was something nice. It was something very, very nice to have a new baby in the house. And it, like I said, it's no way, shape, or form replacing him, but no way in shape or form replacing him. But it was nice to have a little tiny baby beardy dragon in the house again. Obviously I will always love Akuma, and Akuma will always be my best friend in the whole wide world. Oh no. Do I regret putting him down? No, I don't regret it. It's just very depressing to think about his passing. Like, he had a long life to live, and unfortunately he had, well, if you guys don't know, he had mouth cancer, or cancer in his mouth or on his jaw, and obviously it was surgery after surgery after surgery just try to remove the tumor he had, and the vet wasn't as skilled per se to treat such a condition, and he said that he didn't want to keep doing surgery on his mouth because if it keeps getting bigger and bigger, it'll be to the point where we'd have to remove part of its jaw in order to stop it from growing back and remove all of it. So he did recommend me to another specialist to start radiation, but the specialist wanted me to pay I think it was $20,000 for Akuma's surgeries, and keep in mind that I was dropping $300 on surgery for Akuma, for him to be able to eat and stuff like that. And if I had the money, I would, but it was just the thought that it's really hard to put a small animal under anesthesia or put them under any kind of medical stress or anything of that sort, because you risk the chance of them not coming back. And every time I took him into surgery, there was just a higher risk of losing him just from putting him under anesthesia. And I didn't want to keep doing that and eventually walk through that door and be like, I'm sorry that he didn't wake up. I mean, it happens a lot, and it's no one's fault. You know, cats that go through neutering sometimes don't wake up either. Bunnies and stuff like that, they just don't wake up, and it's unfortunate, but it happens. And I was just risking that every single time that he just was not gonna wake up again. And I didn't want the last thing for him to know was, you know, seeing faces that he doesn't know, because when they put him under, they do take you away from him. And yeah, so putting him under anesthesia was always a risk for me, because like I said, sometimes they never wake up from it, and I didn't want the last thing for him to sleep on to was just someone's random face, or like the doctor's random face, or some gloves, or whatever was gonna be the last thing he goes to sleep to. When I put him down, he was I was there. I was in the room. I didn't want to put him down and not be there, because I didn't want, like I said, the last thing to be some stranger. And obviously, I don't know if you guys know this, but Akuma was a rescue. He was left behind. The person who dropped them off, his wife tried killing him and his other bearded dragon, and just because she just did spite, like she didn't like them. And I was able to take him home, and originally we weren't gonna keep him. He was just gonna stay with me until he found a home, but eventually he kind of stole my heart, and we decided to keep him. Me and John are strictly like females, because sometimes females like to be housed together without a problem. But males need to be housed alone, because they're very dominant, territorial, and sometimes aggressive towards each other. So yeah, sometimes that happens, but it was a little tricky in the beginning, but we managed. And he lived three years with us. I believe it was 3 years. I quite don't remember, but he lived pretty long with us. And then one day he wasn't eating right, and I had to, well, what I have, it's this thing called critical care, which is a thing that it's like an appetite stimulant. So it stimulates his appetite, making him more hungry, making him more one, have something in his stomach, and two, making him more hungry and able to eat more. So I syringe feed him that, and I noticed that he was kind of bleeding out of his mouth, and I thought maybe it's an injury, maybe he hurt himself from from hitting something in his tank, or he ran into his tank, because sometimes bearded dragons are clumsy where they do run into their tank sometimes, so they do end up with like little wounds in their mouth. Well, not wounds, but they do end up with like cuts and bruises on them because they run into the glass, because when it's too clean they can't see it. When it's too clean they can't really see it, so they will just run into it, and they're just derps that way. But yeah, and then I opened his mouth and there was this huge thing in his, well, it wasn't so huge at the time, but it was something noticeable. I made a vet appointment. From there, they wanted to schedule him for surgery. He went into surgery. After that, he was fine, but then it started growing back. And the results came in, and it was obviously cancer. And it's, like I said, it's always an unfortunate thing to have to make the decision whether or not something gets to live. But he was just suffering. He wouldn't eat. He wouldn't. His last days with me was really hard because I would have to syringe feed him every single time, every day, for 3 times a day. And it was, sometimes he wouldn't even take to it. Like, yeah, I would have to syringe feed him, but he wouldn't eat half the time, and when he would throw up, it wouldn't just be throw up, because the thing in his mouth would become a wound because he would bite it. So obviously I had to deal with that too, making sure it didn't get infected. When he would throw up, it wouldn't just be throw up. It'd be throw up, acid, whatever I was trying to feed him, and then blood. And it was just getting bad. And the last couple of times he just wouldn't want to eat. He wasn't showing interest. He was just kind of throwing up. And which is bad, because with small animals it's really easy for them to become dehydrated. It's really easy for them to become dehydrated. And it was hard. I don't know, it was just one of those things where I couldn't bear to see him like that anymore, and it was devastating. And like I said, it's not like, if I knew he would make it and he would not, I had the choice to put him under again and do surgery, but by that time, like I said, he wasn't eating, he wasn't taking in food, he was, like I said, he was throwing up, and it was just becoming really hard to be able to say, yeah, go put him under surgery again. Because every single time, like, he was a good weight in the beginning, like, he would stay a good weight, and then he was gaining weight, and it was good. And then he started losing weight, and then it, like, slowly became harder and harder to keep putting him under surgery, keep putting him under anesthesia, because he kept losing weight. And like I said, sometimes they accidentally overdose him, and it's no one's fault. Sometimes they just don't wake up. But it was just getting harder and harder and harder to keep putting him under anesthesia and keep telling them, yeah, I want to put him under every single time, because like I said, I was always risking that chance that he wasn't gonna wake up. Deep down, when I put him down, obviously, yes, I was upset. And I won't ever forget my little baby. But like I was saying, it was just hard. And when it was the day, and the day came where it was like time to put him under, time to, well, put him to sleep, it was surreal. I cried a lot. I blamed myself, and in those situations, you shouldn't really blame yourself, because, well, a lot of people don't know this, but I tried my hardest. I really did try my hardest to keep him healthy and keep him going, but it was just so unfair for him to keep pushing forward when he obviously didn't want to anymore. And it sucks. It really does. Like I said, he was my best friend. I took him everywhere, and the thing is, it's just seeing him losing weight, get thinner, and it was time. It was just the best thing to do in my head. I thought it was the best thing to do, for the reason being that you know, he wasn't gonna continue suffering, I guess. And he didn't. The vet said that it takes 30, I think she said 15 to 30 minutes for him to fully pass away after he's been injected. Because what it is, it's just a really high dose of anesthesia. Basically, you're overdosing him with sleeping aid. So that's basically what it is. And he was just ready, because when he literally, when we did it, he closed his eyes, and not even 10 minutes, like 5 minutes, he was just gone. He was just, unfortunately, he was just done. And it sucks to to lose your best friend, your pet or whatever. Like in real life, it sucks to lose a best friend. If you did lose a best friend, and it can be, like I said, it could be whatever. It can be your pet, it could be your best friend in real life. It just hurts a lot. And you know, only thing I can say is that he ate whatever he wanted his last days, and he was, you know, the happiest he could be those last days. And I can't stress how much I love my best friend. Words cannot explain how much I loved him and how much I still love him. He will be my best friend and always will be my best friend, and I hope one day I get the chance to get him tatted on me. I just need to find a really good tattoo artist who has been doing stuff like that for basically years. And in my opinion, he's not dead. He's not gone forever. He's still with me. And he will always be with me through sickness and through health. And the last day he listened to his favorite song, which is the Frank Sinatra My Way, which is really ironic, but he would always play it. Like literally, if I put a piece of paper with two different songs on, if I got two pieces of paper with two different songs, he would always go over that one. And I personally think he knew what he was picking. I think I know he had to know what he was picking, because he enjoyed it every time that song went on. His little eyes glowed up at me, and I just know that he was happy. It just in my heart, I like to know that he was happy, and I know he was. I just keep saying that. I know he was, but he had to be. Like I said, he had everything he could ever want. And unfortunately, like, things happen where his life shortened, but he was just amazing. He was one of a kind. Everyone loved him. He got to be held by many, many strangers, and he got to meet many, many faces, and you know, he was loved. He had many followers on Instagram, and this was before him passing away, or before we found out he had the cancer, and before we found out he had the cancer. And it's just weird not having him here anymore, but I won't forget him, and obviously I have videos, and he's still my wallpaper. He was absolutely my best friend. Despite what anyone says, because everyone's like, how can you be best friends with the lizard? It's like, yeah, he was my best friend. He was my buddy, and I talked to him like he was just, you know, just like he was anyone else. I would just chat with him. He is and will always be my best friend. It's not something to be sad about either. Yeah, the events that happened are sad, but he was a happy bearded dragon. Like I said, he tried his hardest and he pushed as hard as he could, and unfortunately he just wasn't, I don't want to say he wasn't strong enough, but unfortunately he just didn't make it, and he was just so strong. Like, you have no idea how strong he was. And I admire him for being so strong and being him. Just him in general. He taught me a lot. He showed me a lot. He changed my world, and he's just something that shouldn't be forgotten. He's a piece of this earth that was too good for it. He was way too good for this earth. But yeah, we do, like I said, we do have a new bearded dragon, and his name is Shenron, and we recently got him. I think we got him Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday when we went to go pick him up, and he's actually grown in the past 3 days. You can obviously see him growing, and he eats very well, and we got him from a very reliable breeder. And yeah, everyone's gonna be like, oh, but you bought it from a breeder, you're just promoting breeding and stuff like that. Yeah, the thing is no one's gonna put this beauty up for adoption. Everyone's gonna have their own cost. Everyone's gonna pay for the beauty that we picked up, or the beauty that Shenron is, because no one is just gonna, you know, I mean, it would be cool if someone did, but no one in their right mind would do it, for the reasons being that Shenron is a special kind of dragon. He's a really expensive breed. It's like putting a really expensive breed on for free, and you spent hundreds and thousands of dollars, and even Shenron himself was actually going for pretty cheap that he was. And I'm not saying yet go, you know, buy from a breeder either. I mean, I'm probably being a hypocrite. You should always adopt before you go shop or go, you know, to a breeder and tell them what you want. Like animal wise, but like I said, this Shenron came from a very reliable breeder, and this is actually coming out kind of cool. Whoop. Yeah, but Shenron came from a really reliable breeder. I known this breeder for 3 years, upcoming 4. And Shenron actually was cheaper than, you know, the basic price that a regular beardy would come, or a beardy of his kind would come. Shenron is actually a beardy called, he's a het trans 0. And if you don't know what kind of beardy that is, which, I mean, I don't expect you to know. I mean, if you know, cool for you. But he's basically an all-white bearded dragon. And, I guess they're fairly new on the market. I don't really know much about it, but we got him because we thought he was gonna well, personally, John always wanted a really white dragon, and we got Glacia, and Glacia is a white gray dragon, but which is another breeding we have, but Shenron is actually fully white with black eyes. So his eyes are black through and through. Which is actually cool. But yeah, John always wanted like a white beardy, so we got Shenron because for that matter that he wanted a white beardy. Obviously, yes, he has Glacia, and he wouldn't replace Glacia for the world, because Glacia is our little, well, she's a wits. I don't know if she's a trans wits, but for sure she is a wits. But yeah, she's a wit, a wits, yes, a wits. If you hear that noise, it's my guinea pig sucking on the tit of his. It's not the tit of his, he's sucking on his he's actually sucking on his wow, god damn it, why can I not think of it? He's drinking out of his water bowl. So are they always gonna face one side? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, he's drinking out of his water bowl. Or not his water bowl, his water bottle. His water bottle. Yeah, his water bottle. So yeah. So you're gonna probably hear some weird noises, but yeah, it's just the guinea pig in the background. Alright, look at this. So far so good. So far so good. I don't know how. Oh, pop. I wanted to put this here, but I guess you can't put anything on slabs. Oh, not there. I guess you guys can go like this, just to kind of stop things from spawning. Oh, well, it's peaceful, so nothing's gonna spawn. Oh, look at this. This is actually kind of cool. Yeah, but that's all I really can say about Shenron right now, because obviously Shenron is still, a baby. I'm actually very proud of how this room came out. I should decorate more. I mean, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Oh, and then we have other bearded dragons too. Like I have, Astrid, who Astrid is actually, a birdie that is actually, well, I don't know if the word dwarf is offensive, and if it is, I'm sorry, but she's a small bearded dragon. Smaller than average. By smaller than average, she's literally half of what a bearded dragon is. Half of the size of a bearded dragon. She's not half a bearded dragon, but she's half the size of a bearded dragon. She's half the size of a regular bearded dragon. I don't know why, she's just that way. It's not like she was not provided any essentials, because she was provided with all the essentials. She just stood really small, and no, she was kept in a really big tank most, if not all, her life. She was Astrid. We got her from Petco, for where all the pets go. Is Petco? Yeah, we got her from Petco, and for some reason, don't know why, she just stood really, really small, which is ironic because she was the biggest one out of all the babies. And I guess we have a reoccurring thing with getting bigger than average, not bigger than average dragons, but we get the bigger dragons. Because, I mean, obviously, bigger the better, I guess. No, we get the bigger dragons because we know that they're eating, so when we get bigger dragons, it's because we know they're eating, so we know they're big, and they're getting big because they're obviously eating. So she was the biggest one out of all of them, point being. And well, yeah, awkwardly enough, she was the biggest one out of all her, you know, clutch mates. By clutch mates, obviously her brothers and sisters. This is coming out really awkward for some reason. And I think it's because of this doorway. Oops. There. And then we can do a door that goes in like this. C. C. Oh, not that. I wanted to do something like this. So I know there's like a door that should be coming through here. Yeah, sure, we'll leave it like that for now. Yeah, but like I was saying, it's really weird because she was the biggest one out of, all the weird dragons there. But she ended up being the smallest ones out of all her clutch mates, and by clutch mates, I mean brothers and sisters, and you know, which is freaking awkward. It's like, you're the only one who stood the smallest, you were the biggest, so it doesn't make jelly sense to me, but whatever. Still love her. She eats really good and she's very active and, you know, all that. She just did really small for some weird reason that I don't really know. That's gonna be a floor. So I'm gonna keep that there because I want that to be a floor and I want this to be a floor too. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. That's gonna be like a floor. I want this to somehow be incorporated, so this is gonna be a floor. I want, like I said, I want this to be a floor. Whoa. How long have I been streaming for? It doesn't really say. But I know I'm for sure still on the air. No, air. Let's see how long I've been streaming for. If I've been streaming for, oh, it's already 2. I know I've been streaming for longer than an hour then. No. Oh, it's not telling me how long I've been streaming for, I guess. Oh, it does tell me. I'm so dumb. I've been streaming for 85 minutes. Okay. So, in 5 minutes, I'ma just hop off, I guess. Oh no. Um, we need that leaf back. Pronto. Pronto. Where is it? Jungle leaf. Oh, I don't know. She just really stood small, and it's not like we kept her in a small tank or anything, because, like I said, she's been in a really big tank her whole life. She just stood small. And, I mean, nothing wrong with that, as long as she's healthy and she's going really strong. Then we have Oreo, which was the rescue that came with Akuma, which everyone, like I said, not everyone knows her story, but like I was stating before, from her previous owners, where the wife of the previous owner was trying to kill them because she just, out of spite, I guess, she just didn't like them or something like that, which is freaking sad. It's not your freaking pet. You don't spend and devote your time for them. To them. It's someone else. But, I mean, sometimes people are evil. But yeah, then we have Glacia, which we actually got from, she wasn't a breeder, but the person we got her from a breeder, so technically she did come from a breeder, and then the person we got her from was actually breeding her off too, so technically, and we didn't change her name. That's the name she came with. We were gonna change her name, but she actually knows her own name, so we decided not to confuse her and just keep it at that. So yeah, we didn't change her name. Her name stood the way it was. So we don't really have a backstory for her name. But yeah, like I was saying, the person that we got her from was breeding her off too. So, I mean, she lived a healthy life, because the breeder that we got her, well, I don't know if she's technically a breeder, but she did breed her a couple times, that she said that she did. But she laid really beautiful eggs to the babies that came out of the clutches. They were really pretty babies. What the hell died there? A chicken? Oh, 'cause a cat. Oh yeah, 'cause of you. Oh, we're gonna have a bunch of cats in this house right now. This is like cat 2.0. I'm gonna do this like I want it to still grow, so I'm doing it down here so it can still like grow but not be in my way. That works. But I just don't want you there. And then obviously it's not gonna have a thing to stand in, so it is gonna end up cutting off. Oh yeah, so like I was saying, the person we got her from was actually also breeding her, but like I don't think it was, I think what happened is she got him from a breeder and she kept having babies, because they store, I mean, educational here, but they store sperm, because they don't know when's the next time they're gonna, see a male. So weirdly enough, I think she said that she ended up having babies, so technically she didn't really breed her off or breed Glacia off. It was just the breeder that she got her from kept having, you know, just continued off the legacy, I guess. And she just made money off of it, I guess. I really don't know, but yeah, and then I think she was moving, and that's how she reached out to us, because she was moving and she said that she couldn't keep it anymore, which is unfortunate when that happened. But she said her grandma really hated them and she was moving back with her grandma because she, I mean, long story short, she got out of a really bad relationship and she just didn't want to be there anymore, so she was moving back with her grandparents, but her grandparents did not like them, so she had to leave them behind. So she reached out to me and John because she knew we had bearded dragons, I guess. Because we go to this pet store often. It's just a local pet store, but we go to this pet store often, and she sees us there a lot, and that's how... Is that a bat? Bats bananas. Yeah, but she saw us there a lot, and obviously we go there because we need to buy food for all our babies. But yeah, her and John stood talking, and then I guess she really liked John and John's point of views and ideas and stuff like that about the bearded dragon. So I guess she really liked that about him. And so she was like, hey, so do you want one? Because I can give you. And then John was like, oh, well, yeah, sure, why not? And then, yeah. So that's what happened. And she had gorgeous, and I mean gorgeous, red babies. Like, every baby that she came out, because the lady that we got her from too had a red one, which we're also gonna get from her. But I think what happened was we didn't have a space for her at the time either. But I mean, now we obviously have a space for a lot of things, and well, not anymore. I think we kind of outdid ourselves now. But what was I saying? Yeah, we're also gonna get another one from her, and it was gonna be, oh, I think it was a boy too, and at the time we didn't have space to handle a boy. I think that's what it was. I don't really recall. And this is gonna be like the entrance way, I guess. Yeah, I think it was gonna be a boy, and at the time we didn't have any boys, so we didn't want any. Yeah, she had a boy. I think it was a boy, and it was the baby of Glacia, and I mean, in the wild, they don't ever meet their children, and they're not maternal or parental or any of that sort. They literally have their eggs and they leave the scene. And that's basically what bearded dragons do. They just flee the scene. Wow, this is a huge treehouse. Yeah, but that's pretty much what they do. They literally just, oh, I'm pregnant and I'm due, and it's time to lay my huevos, and yep, they go, oh, okay, let's lay my eggs right here, and they lay their eggs right here, and okay, that's not really what happens, but like, yeah, so that's Glacia's kind of backstory, I guess you can say. I mean, John has a more in-depth backstory because it's really his doing that she's ours. So he knows. He knows. He. Obviously, it's his baby. Playing Minecraft actually gets me motion sickness. I don't know why. And I think it's just the whole flying back and forth and this whole movement. So I'm kind of feeling a little motion sickness right now. Oh, yes, that's Glacia's story. Did I tell you Oreo's? Yeah, Oreo came with the Kuma. Oreo came with the Kuma, and then I think, oh yeah, and Junior is Akuma's son. That was an accidental breeding between bearded him. So John was saying this on his stream and he said it completely wrong. So I took Akuma out like I usually do, and I got called in for work that day. So what happened was I was at my grandma's house and I got called in for work, and then I was like, oh shoot, well I have to go like now. And my mom was like, it's okay, I will take him home and I'll put him in his tank. And so the last thing I saw, I gave her my beer dragon. Well, no, I didn't give her my beer. She dropped me off and I left my beer dragon in the car. So she picked him up and she put him in his cage, and then she texted me. She's like, okay, he's in his cage. And I was like, okay, I didn't think much of it. Then I come home and he was in the wrong tank. So at the time I had 2 tanks. I had a 30-gallon for just him, which is a little bit smaller than minimal, because 40-gallon is minimal for one beer dragon. And then I had 2, they weren't fully adults, but they weren't juvenile yet, but I had 2 female bearded dragons in a separate tank. And my mom didn't know this at the time, why I had 2 separate tanks for separate bearded dragons. So she accidentally put them together and had Junior, and Junior was a result of a breeding. I mean, there's, like I said, nothing wrong with accidental breedings. I mean, he was an accident, and I didn't mean for him to get bred, or I didn't mean for Astra to be breeded, because long story short, he's basically the spawn of her and Akuma. And I don't know if I want to keep going bigger or whatnot. I kind of want to eventually touch the ground, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I think I'll just kind of end it because I'm starting to get motion sickness. It is actually really late at night right now. It's 2:37 and I should start heading to bed. So we're gonna leave with this right now, with like that. Okay, so yeah, that's that story. And then oh my god, Shenron's story. And Mickey was our Sanboa that was given to us by one of my sister's friends. Bowie and Beth were actually bought from the pet store that people leave their animals there and stuff like that. So we bought them from them, And then Echo, which is my crested gecko, was given to me at my job at my job at the time. I was literally working there for 1 month, and they're like, "Oh, you can have him. He's free. Nothing wrong with him. He's just been here for too long, and no one wants to have a crested gecko." I guess crested geckos aren't very popular, so I mean it's really hard to sell a crested gecko unless you're actively looking for one. But even then, a lot of people don't want to go get them from like stores and stuff like that. A lot of people don't really know what a crested gecko is, which is a gecko. But when you think of a gecko, you think of maybe like a leopard gecko, or like the green geckos that you see that do the Yoshi's noises online. That's what people see. But yeah, I basically got them for free. Theodore was a bearded dragon. Theodore was a guinea pig that was bought and then not left behind, but returned because he was too much maintenance, because he's a long-haired guinea pig, and they cut his hair, and you had to bathe him, and you had to trim him, and you had to make sure his nails are cut, and make sure he's eating healthy, and make sure his fur's not matted, and make sure that he doesn't get tangled all up in his fur, and make sure he can see because the hair goes over his eyes, and all that. He was basically a cat. And then Ellie was adopted. I adopted Ellie because she originally was sick, and then they took her to a vet hospital, and what happened was that they couldn't pay for her anymore. I think she just had a respiratory infection. I don't really remember, but they couldn't pay for her treatment, so she was adopted by me, even though she was given treatment, but she was adopted by me. And I don't know if they just couldn't afford it, or if they just didn't want her anymore. But yeah, and she has an extra toe, so that's just a case of inbreeding. So wherever she was bred, she was inbreded, and she has an extra toes on each finger, yeah, each hand, because she has feet and she has hands. Well, they're all feet, but like her hands, like her top hands, I guess, her top feet, I guess, or whatever. Yeah, she has an extra toe. I think that's all my animals, and this was literally just a chit chat about animals. Oh no, and my fish actually is just a fish. Nothing wrong with him. Frogs, nothing wrong with him. He's just a frog. Oh, Amelia the hedgehog was given to me by my friend's friend. Was looking for someone to take care of her because they couldn't keep her anymore, because her mom was diagnosed with I don't really remember, but she was not mentally there, so she had to take care of her mom, and she couldn't take care of the hedgehog anymore, so she was looking for someone to take her in. And no, it's not that she wasn't mentally there anymore. I think her mom ended up getting cancer or something, or she was getting sick a lot, and then they found out she had cancer and she couldn't take care of her. Long story short, I don't really remember the story, but she gave her to us, and we ended up taking her in, and now she's a chubby monkey. And I think that's it. So now that we auto-saved, I'm actually gonna save one more time. Actually, nah, they just leave it at that. And yeah, I think it's the story of all my animals. Yeah, okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this craft and chit chat. I probably won't ever do something like this again, or I probably will. It's just creative crafting and chit chatting. So If you guys enjoy, please leave a like, please subscribe. I am very humbled if you guys subscribe. I did a video last time where I just talked for hours on end before I said bye. I said bye and then I kept talking. But yes, I will be very humbled if you hit that subscribe and that like button and hit that notification bell. I don't know if it works. YouTube doesn't freaking work half of the time because of this whole Google thing, but yeah, like I was saying, definitely hit a like, definitely subscribe, and definitely hit that bell notifications, because all I do is stream. That's all I really do now. Before I would pre-record and stuff like that. Now it's just pure streaming until I get my stuff straightened out or whatever. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this episode of Craft and Chit-chat, ugh, that was a horrible yawn, of Craft and Chit-chat, please let me know so I can probably do my own probably do another video and then bring John in the conversation. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.